What's good, you guys? We're back again with another video. So the first day of NBA free agency has just ended. Even though we got like 45 minutes left, I don't think we're gonna get any news for the rest of the day. Hopefully not. If anything, it'll just be the Max Stress trade and everything. But it was a very eventful first day. Is it me? I don't remember free agency starting at 6. I thought it was like 3 o'clock. Like I thought it was normally 3 o'clock. But anyways, it was a very fun day. We got a lot of surprise signings. We didn't really get that much trades. We got one trade literally like 10 minutes ago with DeMonte Morris going to the Detroit Pistons. That don't really change nothing. But let's just break down these signings. First off, I want to start off, obviously, Draymond. He was the first one to get announced. He goes right back to the Warriors for $100 million, which I don't think is an overpay. I don't think Draymond is going to slow down anytime soon. I think he has like two, 3 years left. And by that time, when, like I say, his last year of his contract, he's not doing that good. That's going to be an easy contract to trade just because the salary cap is just going to keep going up and up. The Cavs signed Karis LeVert. I was very, very happy with that trade. I'm pretty happy with our first day moves. I want to kind of skip forward. We also signed Georges Niang. So we signed Karis LeVert, we bring him back, and we signed Georges Niang. With Georges Brains is just shooting, he shot 40% from 3 last year. A lot of people's like, yo, why are you so happy about that, bro? Darius was passing the ball to Isaac Core, Dean Wade, and Lamar Stevens in the corner. I don't care if we get a motherfucker that's a random dude from the G League. If he shot over 36%, I was happy. And then we get Georges over 40%. Yes, I'm going to be very happy, bro. I'm going to be very happy. And then we bring back Karis, who that second half of the season was very, very good. And kind of on and off in the playoffs, but hopefully he can get back to where he was in that second half of the season. So I'm pretty happy with our first day signings, and I think we're gonna make a move with trading for Max Stress. So I'm excited with that. One that really caught me off guard, like I said, I thought he was going to the Mavs, but the Pacers threw the bag at Bruce Brown. They gave him $45 million for 2 years, but they're smart. That second year is a team option. So if he's trash this year, just wash your hands with it. We just paid you $23 million, get you a free check, but you're out. But if he's really good, you bring him back and then you give him an extension next year. But that's just $23 million. When I first heard about it, I was like, bro, that's crazy. But when they put that team option on there, I moved. That's a good sign. You got a lineup of what's the name? Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Bruce Brown. Even in my opinion, I would put him off the bench. But Bruce Brown, Jarris Walker, and Miles Turner. It's a decent lineup, and they was sort of kind of in playoff contention when Tyrese was healthy last year. So hopefully they can do that again. One signing, him signing to the team didn't catch me off guard, but Jeremy Grant getting 160, it caught me way off guard. If you've been watching my channel for so long, you always know I've always liked Jeremy Grant, but I'm going to be completely honest. 160 is crazy. That is very crazy. Cool's getting 100. Like I said, I thought it the other day. It's crazy, but now I'm starting to understand it. This is just the values going up. Like, bro, these $30 million deals is going to be so many people getting it. Like a motherfucker like Bruce Brown soon in the future might get a $30 million deal. That's just how the salary cap is going. So I'm starting to change my mind when it comes to those things. But as of right now, 160 for Jeremy is kind of crazy. But what that deal told me is Dame's staying. He told them, give me back Jeremy. He has to stay now. And I don't think Jeremy's staying there if he doesn't know Dame's going to stay. So he has to stay. Like I said, Kuz stays with the Wizards. I called that like 2 hours before free agency started. I loved it. I didn't really like the Kings giving him that money or Indiana giving him that money. I like him staying here with this team and just growing. And Kuz is 27, bro. He can still grow with this team, even though he's the oldest out of the group. But he's already a leader to an extent. He's already been in a culture before. He's already won before. So I think he can kind of help this team grow. Lakers signed Taurean Prince. Not that big of a deal. We'll get to more Lakers talk at the end. Troy Brown, they signed. The Timberwolves signed Troy Brown. Nuggets signed Reggie Jackson to 2 years, $10 million. That caught me off guard. Bro, why didn't y'all just keep Bones? Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck if he has some attitude problem. Like, bro, put him in check. Just do that, bro. Hey, you signed a fucking Reggie Jackson. Like, come on. He got a free ring, but Bones can't. Come on, dog. Bro, the Suns low-key cooked. Now, when you look at the names, it's not nothing big. Damian Lee, Yuta Watanabe, Keita Diop, Drew Eubanks. Those are great signings. Damian Lee, not that much. But Keita Diop is really good. For his role, he's really good. Just a really good 3D wing that also shot, I believe, 39% from 3 last year. Averaged 10 points for that Spurs team. If you don't know his name, I get it. He played for the Spurs and the Timberwolves. You don't really watch that much games, so you don't watch their games at all, pretty much. So I understand that, but that is a very good signing for them. Just gives them some size. And then I was one that wanted Drew Eubanks on the Cavs, but on the Suns, he just fits perfectly. Everything you got in Jock Landale, a little bit more and way more athletic. So when DeAndre Ayton's on bullshit, put him in. He's going to give you way more effort than DeAndre Ayton can ever give. So I love that signing for them, and I think they're doing some good things over there. You also got Yuta, who's also a shooter. They got Archie Goodwin. I don't even know if his first name is Archie. I don't know. Brandon Goodwin from the Wizards in the Bradley Beal trade, and I think he showed a lot of flashes in last year for the Wizards that he can be a pretty decent point guard. My one thing is, if you just get a real 6-man off that bench, they can be on to something. They can be definitely on to something. The one thing that caught me off guard, I knew he was going to get this. I didn't think it was going to be day one, though. Kyrie resigned instantly. I think it was like the first 2 hours in the trade, into the free agency. So I was happy to see it. 3 years, $126 million. Really didn't get the full max that he's been wanting, but hey, I like it, bro. Kyrie staying with Luka, and they can actually make a shot at the playoffs this time. I think they kind of got hurt with Luka getting hurt, and then just how terrible that defense was. I think a lot of people thought it was on them too. Even though they played a part in it, you're 2 very good players. You should make that team, take that team at least to the play-in, so they do get some blame for it. But that team is just bad. Next, the Lakers signed Gabe Vincent. Caught me so off guard. I was so sure he was going to the Raptors. I was so sure. I was like, Fred VanVleet's going to go to the Raptors, which he did. 3 years, $140 million, I think. Anyways, I was so sure Gabe was going there, but no, he goes to the Lakers, and I'm loving it. I'm taking him over D'Lo. I'm taking him over. I don't know if I'm taking him over Austin, but still, I just like what he brings from us. He can be off ball, he can be on ball as far as offense and defense to a certain extent. Not that point guard you would want to stick next to AD, so that's my one question mark, but I do think we have that in Jalen Hood-Schifino. And I don't think we're done. We also signed Cam Reddish, and I believe we've re-signed Rui Hachimura. So those are great signings. Like, bro, just please give Cam a shot. Like, please. He got drafted from the Hawks. Didn't really get a shot. Played behind Bogdan Bogdanovic, DeAndre Jordan, DeAndre Hunter, and Danilo Gallinari. It's just all guys that play his position. So he didn't really get a shot. And he goes to the Knicks. I don't remember when he got traded to the Knicks, but I know this past year he started off pretty decent for them. Then he got hurt. And when he came back, that's when Tibbs just switched the whole lineup. All his guys that was playing, if you're not named Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle, you're not going to play anymore. So he switched his whole lineup, and then you just sat him on the bench for the rest of the time that he was on the Knicks. And then they trade him to the Portland Trailblazers, and he's shown the flashes that we all knew he had. No, I don't think he's going to be baby Paul George anymore. But you can't tell me, looking at his game, that he cannot be a certified role player in this league. And I think he could be that with us. And then you put him with Phil Handy. Oh my. Bro, the shit that Phil Handy done did to some talents in the NBA. Phil Handy has gotten some guys paid. So, hey, I hope he fits with us. But like I said, I like Gabe Vincent going to the Lakers. Chris Middleton re-signs with the Bucks. Like I said, I knew that was going to happen. Javon Carter going to the Bulls. I should have predicted that, even though I didn't really say nothing about Javon Carter. Chicago kid, 3D guy, gritty guy, this type of guy that they need. Cam Johnson, I was surprised to see him stay. $108 million for Cam Johnson. Like I said, I got to get used to this whole new salary. I have to. But still, even with the new salary, bro, 100 mil for Cam Johnson. Like, I'm not tweaking, bro. 100 mil for Cam Johnson. That's just a little crazy. A 3D wing, nothing else. Just a 3D wing is getting 100 mil. Crazy. Like I already talked about Yuta. Oddly, bro, I didn't even know he got this much. Joe Ingles got 22 million to go to the Magic. That's a great last contract. I'm gonna be honest, a great last contract. Like, yo, what the fuck? What does he bring? Ain't nobody gonna listen to fucking Joe Ingles, so don't tell me he's gonna be a vet. But I do understand. I do like it that, like, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Anthony Black, so he can help him. But like, the fuck? What was the point? Oh, I also forgot to talk about how the Suns, they did sign Chimezie Metu, who I do like. I think he's very athletic, and I think that's a very good signing for them. The Spurs brought back Trey Jones. Perfect. They had let him be the point guard for that young team if he's not it. He's only making $5 million, so you don't. He's only making 10 million, so you're not really like. He's not a bad contract at all. Jakob Poeltl goes back to the Raptors. I missed that one. I guess they're just trying to run it back. They also signed Dennis Schroeder, so they're obviously trying to do something. Messiah, like I said in my video yesterday, he's so carried by that garage trade, because the shit he does don't make no sense. I like this Shake Milton going to the Timberwolves. I don't understand why Shake was getting DNPs sometimes. It's not that I think like he's this great player or something, but like he's a serviceable role player. Jesus Christ. So I do like him playing that backup point guard position for them out there. I know they also signed. Actually, I don't know for sure, because I seen the Timberwolves Twitter kept saying that they signed a Killback, but I really didn't see no other reports of them. Like, I didn't see Woj, I didn't see Psalms, I didn't see Chris Hand saying that they signed him back. So I didn't know for sure if they signed him back. But they if they did, they got Nickeil Alexander-Walker back, and I do think he fits perfectly with Shake Milton when they coming off the bench. And then the last one we're gonna talk about, obviously, Fred. Bro, this is my thought process with this. You draft a guy top 4 overall, and to some dude got like limited potential. Like, you even see people say outside of Victor Wembanyama, however you say his last name, he has the most potential. That's how it is to me too. I think outside of Vic, I think Amen has the most potential. So you draft him at 4, but then you sign somebody else at his position. I don't understand the point of drafting somebody high in the draft and then not starting them. I don't understand it. Like, for Portland, me personally, I'm not starting Scoot over Anthony Simons. I know that goes against everything I said, but for them, they should, because you drafted him that high. But me personally, I'm not. Just because Anthony Simons is that nice, but I don't even want Anthony on that team. But me personally, that's how I feel. But for them, they should, because you draft him that high. You draft people that got, especially talents like Scoot and Amen, they should not come off the bench, because they're ready instantly. So them signing Fred is just, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I never liked the thought of it at all. And then for 3 years, for what? This 2 years would have been cool. 2 years would have been perfectly fine. Even though I still don't like it. But the motherfucker's making more money than Luka. Like, but that's a terrible contract. He's going to be on the Rockets for 3 years. Don't think, oh, he's going to play that value up, or we're probably going to trade him down the line. No, that's never happening. Shout out to Fred VanVleet. If he was to play that value out, that $43 million he's making a year, he would be MVP candidate. If he does that, there's no point in trading. But it's still, he's never reaching those highs. It is crazy to say never for this nigga that went undrafted. Now he just got a super max, but still, yeah, he's just never gonna play to the value of that contract. So, like I said, just to wrap it up, I don't understand signing him when you got Amen, and you don't just have Amen. You also have your own Scoop. You also have Kevin Porter Jr., who plays the same position. You was already going to have to figure that out if you're going to start Amen or if you're going to start Kevin Porter Jr. Now, they both know. They're going to the fucking bench. They both know that. So, like, it's just, I don't like it, bro. I don't like that signing. That's, to me, if this is the winners and losers video, which we might still get down the line, because I do think some people should have been a lot more aggressive. If this was a winners and losers video, they would have been the top of my losses. I promise you, they would have been at top of my losses, because that's just such a bad signing. But other than that, man, this is a very fun, eventful first day, and I hope tomorrow is the same way. And if it is, you will be getting another video. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.